good morning. It's just another Sunday here with Kris White in a cemetery.
You know, Ashley, I had this brainstorm.
Oh.
I wanted to do a show
Okay.
called This Old Tombstone. Can you imagine if people actually drove around, well, not drove around and cleaned up tombstones, but if people actually cleaned up some of these old tombstones? Because this one has a very special meaning to me, and I'm going to tell you why when we go through the process of it. But for right now, I just cleaned it up enough to get to my intention of what I need to do. So look at my pile.
I mean, your pile is kind of big.
Oh, there's some prickly peats in there, boy. Those thorns that are on there are like the thorns that are on the Christ crown. Well, I never wore Christ's crown, but they actually feel like I think they would.
Okay.
So let's go to the next part of this old tombstone. Because today, at this old tombstone, we're thinking outside the box.
Yes, we are.
This particular tombstone, if you notice it, it's right on a main road. So we used to live in Salem, New Hampshire, and my parents would drive us to a health club we belonged to since I was 13 years old. And I was obsessed with this tombstone. And as I got older and started driving myself, I would be like, wait a minute, there's got to be something to it. So, do you believe in reincarnation?
I didn't used to, but you brought me to believe in it. I understand it so much better. So yes, I do.
I do believe in reincarnation. Say
On
that a Sunday morning. Say that 20 times fast. Reincarnation. But anywho, I became obsessed with it. And in my practice for the last 25 years, and people come in and like, oh, do you believe in reincarnation? I'm like, yeah. Do you believe in reincarnation? Like, yeah, I've been Joan of Arc. Do you know how many Joan of Arcs I've met in this lifetime?
Seriously? What's up with Joan of Arc?
I don't know, but there's 11 people that think they're reincarnated as Joan of Arc.
So there's 11 Joan of Arcs walking around?
That I've met.
At least.
There's probably more than that.
Okay.
I always thought I was a pauper, a thief, a candlestick maker, you know, those kind of things. I never thought I was always the average Joe or Jane.
Joe or Jane.
But here with this tombstone, I became obsessed thinking maybe this is my reincarnation. Maybe I'm so obsessed because I died in 1861 and I was Jonathan Caldwell. Or maybe, better yet, I was Betsy.
You could have been Betsy. You could have been both.
But the coolest part of this thing, why I wanted to do
this old tombstone?
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here to help.
The paws towards heaven. Maybe God put the thorns on those things because those things hurt. So this little ditty that got my attention since I've been 13.
Oh.
I found it maybe 3 years ago because I watched it and it wasn't there for all these years. It was just lying on the ground. So 3 years ago, I came out here to do a photo shoot for a comedy show, and I put it right there and said, I will come back and fix you, I promise.
And there's nothing like a photo shoot for a comedy show with dead people.
And a psychic.
And a psychic.
So this little lovely thing, why we cleaned up all that junk and dealt with the Jesus thorns that were on it, is because we're going to try and put it up there and see if we can get this old tombstone.
Let's do this. And if you fall, I'll get it.
If I fall, it's on tape.
It's going viral, man.
If I fall, that's the only. Whoa.
Oh gosh, is it heavy, Kris?
It's heavy as all get out.
Wow.
I mean, it has to be heavy to sit up there, and there is a little notch. See, you can put it on there. Let's hope between.
You're zooming in on this little house part. Okay, got
this
it.
Little,
oh yeah.
Okay. Doesn't fall on us.
Okay.
Because the only way up, if I'm going to try and put it up, if I come down, it's the only way down.
No.
Okay.
Oh boy. I'm not even holding the ladder for you. You're just going for it. I like the elf boot action, by the way. One more up. Go.
It's going in the right direction. As they say, can you find the hole?
I think that's what.
That's what he said.
That correct? Yeah, that's what. Oh.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
So if I'll know for a fact if you've watched this version of these YouTube channels when my next book is out, because this may just be the back cover.